Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of the Video Game Choo-Choo podcast. I'm your host, John. And this week, there's two boys with me who are ready to talk about some exciting adventures that they've had over the past week. I've got Ryan.
Hey, y'all. I'm back after a little while. I think I missed the last couple weeks, but I'm here again, so...
Weren't you on last week?
I was not on last week because I had rehearsal.
That's right.
Because y'all did it on Saturday, I think.
Hey, guess what? I didn't either, so I wasn't on there either.
Yeah, I may have been on the week before that, but I'll talk about that once we get to me on the weekly breakdown.
Please.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
And we have Scott.
John, I'm living in a VR future.
We all
What's
are.
that like?
We are in virtual reality. It's so great, dog. I can put my hands on anything.
Really? Can you put your hands on the concept of life itself?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay. Can you download me like a big hoagie? Like just get one of those Subway 12-inch meatball subs. Just
let me get that. Yeah, let me get that from the Subway portal.
Oh yeah, here it comes. Thank you, Scott. That was delicious.
You're welcome.
I'm being fed wonderful knowledge. I am downloading every site that I could possibly see. Oh, at the touch of a button, I'm in Paris.
Oh.
Next to the Eiffel Tower.
What's it like, John?
Oh, it is fantastic. But I press another button, and now I am in the jungle, fending off a saber-toothed tiger!
Ooh.
And now I have pressed another button, and Hatsune Miku is my mom.
Oh, okay, alright. That's enough of the VR future. I changed my mind.
Take off the headset. We're out.
Yeah, I don't want this anymore.
She was bringing me some soup because I wasn't feeling very well, but in reality I was pretending to be sick so I didn't have to go to school. Ha ha ha!
You motherfucker!
Clever boy.
Oh god, I've been super sick lately. It's been the worst.
I'm sorry, Scott. Why don't we talk to you real quick because you've been sick and it's the worst.
Hey.
I guess. Sorry, go ahead.
Alright, Scott. Scott, you've been sick.
Yeah.
Are you still sick?
A little bit. I've been getting off of it. It's been a real awful experience. I had one day in particular last week where I called my boss to tell him, listen, there's earwax coming out of my ears. This isn't happening. I can't do this.
Niall, can you do me a favor? Could you just bleep that entire fucking thing out? Because
No, just bleep the there's blank coming out of my blank.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well,
perfect.
Scott, the good thing is that even if you can't make it into work, you can start your great new job working at the candle factory.
Yep.
So
sweet Christmas.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Other than your fucking rancid body parts oozing filth, what else have you been doing?
I've been mostly chilling, trying to do the best I can, because I've been very, very busy at work trying to snag myself a promotion, which I don't really want to talk too much about, because I feel like they're testing me. I feel like they're behind my back trying to make me do things that I wouldn't normally do, to see if I have what it takes, and I'm kind of paranoid now.
Ooh.
And I don't understand. They're asking me to go to places I don't normally go, making me take on a whole bunch of responsibilities I don't normally do. So, yeah, it's been a little weird. Trying to
maybe they're like you said, trying to get you to see what you're capable of to test your abilities, I guess.
But I've been watching over my shoulders, trying to see exactly if they've been really on my butt. Otherwise, though, I've been playing some video games.
Oh, sweet Jesus!
Not really.
You sure have been playing some fucking video games,
Yeah.
and boy howdy, why don't you tell the folks at home which ones you've been partaking in?
I've been playing some of that new Destiny DLC, The Rise of Iron, and I don't really have I don't think there's too much I can say that hasn't already been said out there. Like,
Sure.
there's cool stuff in there, some of the coolest stuff I've ever played in Destiny, but like there's just not a lot of content, and they really force you back into the grind, which is not cool. I thought they would know better than to do that, but whatever.
Yeah.
I still haven't tried the raid. I want to, and I have a whole bunch of friends that are all on board. They've already done it. They've already beaten it. I haven't had a chance to really get in there with them, unfortunately. I don't think I'm still raid ready either, so we'll see. Maybe someday.
What do you have to do to become raid ready? Do you have to like have enough strength and enough like powerful like magnets to attach to your body to bring all the different guns to your armor so you can fire them all at once at the big enemy?
Cool thing about the raid armor is that it does look like they did put magnets on it. They just
I pulled that out of my ass.
They just put like giant polygons all over it, and it's like really spiky and neat. I kind of want it, but also I don't know. I don't want to do the raid just because I think the armor looks kind of dumb, but I can't. Sure. I could just put it into my cooler looking armor.
Sure.
But yeah.
What else have you been up to?
Dog, I have been playing one of the newest, hottest games that has been released.
Ooh. Tell us about it.
It is called
Luke Cage.
I watched some of that. That's a pretty good show. I saw like plenty of people saying like, "Oh, I don't think this is for me," and I'm like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? This is some good shit." Whatever.
Maybe they don't like hip hop.
They don't like hip hop. No, I have been playing a game that has a lot of hip hop in it. WWE 2K.
Oh Lord.
17.
Oh no.
Niall, can you do me a favor? Can you just put the sound like right after Scott says that? Can you put like a toilet flushing sound effect, please? I beg you.
Man.
Oh.
I'm writing a review of that. I have a lot of thoughts written already, so we'll get something up there. But
yeah.
I did a live stream of it. I meant to do it as like a Chooch thing, and we did it on the Video Game Choo channel earlier this week on Monday, and it was a real fun time. I got a couple of friends in there. We created a monster, a living hell beast known as John Cena 2.
I was in for most of that stream, or at least some of it. I saw you taking this poor wrestler's head and shaping it like a wet lump of putty, and I noticed that in the final image you gave him a tattoo of Frank Castle's face on his left shoulder, so that was really nice.
It wasn't Frank Castle, it was Tim Heidecker. Very different people.
I thought on one of the shoulders you gave him that. Yeah, the frowny face. Yeah. That really stern face. That's Frank Castle.
Yeah, that was.
But anyway, yeah.
No, what happened there was we had all the people we had watching. We had a really good turnout, and I'm happy about that. We had them submit images, and then we uploaded them to the server and added them to John Cena 2.
Yeah.
Most of them got on his new famous T-shirt, which I brought him into story, or I brought him in the story mode, my career after the fact, and. I didn't know about this. They have a new mode. They have like a new, not a mode, but like a little feature in there called T-shirt sales.
Oh God!
And this is actually kind of neat. This is one thing I really do like about this. It'll take the T-shirt that you actually are wearing, and it'll sell it to the hypothetical people watching the hypothetical show, and you'll get it like an actual money return on it. And I got like $6,000 in T-shirt sales for that amazing John Cena 2 shirt.
Great.
And it goes week by week. And one of the interesting things about that is, like, if you don't change your shirt regularly, get some more stock out there, you start to lose money over time. And I think that's kind of neat. And I do like that it recognizes, A, that you're wearing a shirt, and that, B, like, you put on a different shirt if you change your character. That is neat. I think that's a cool thing, and I would really like it if that game had more cool things like that.
I'm glad WWE finally stepped into the world of clothing. So.
No, but otherwise...
That's not something that I would expect from the game that has a bunch of oiled wrestler men.
No, it's a... Oh, man. I don't like this game very much. I'll write the review up soon, but the stream itself had some pretty precious moments. There was at the end of it, I did mean to put this up as a video so people could watch, and maybe I still will, but after I checked, the frame rate on it is kind of really crappy, so I don't know if I'll upload it or not, but...
Yeah.
We'll see.
I don't know. I think it'd be good just to, like, have out there, but if it's really that bad, then,
if enough people ask for it. This is a call to action. If you want to see John Cena 2, the making of, let us know. We'll get it up there.
Yeah.
But at the end of the
archive it.
Yeah. At the end of the stream, I had a match with Goku. It was like a false count anywhere brawl kind of thing. And one of the new features in this game is that you can actually you don't just fight in the ring, you fight outside the ring. And there are certain areas in the arena you can brawl. And at one point, I brought Goku all the way to the entrance, and there's a little cutscene, like a little load screen between you being in the arena and then going into the backstage, and you get your guys in there and everything. And then after the loading screen, Goku just didn't follow me. And I was wandering around backstage by myself waiting for him, and he just never showed up. So I went back to the arena, and he was gone. He just left. Goku didn't want to be there anymore. He
went out to go get a sandwich and just lost his way on the way back.
Yeah. Goku quit.
Yeah.
I even went back again to see what happened, and then I clicked the start button, and in the start screen it shows the two portraits of the two characters that are wrestling, and his was just gone.
Maybe he was just not tired of being in the match, but tired of being in the game as a whole, and just decided to ollie out of there. So far, Goku, one of the best experiences I've had with this game is that Goku decided he didn't want to fight anymore. Yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah,
he was too intimidated by John Cena's too horrible, gross wad of gum that he has for a face. So,
and his incredible T-shirt, which is making him $6,000 a week.
Yeah, I wish I could make a T-shirt that would get me $6,000 a week.
Yeah.
Huh.
But we
could all learn something from John Cena too.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing I've been playing. It's really regressive in a lot of ways that I don't like. Some stuff is just weirdly unintuitive in ways that the previous game, 2K16, wasn't. And that's really disappointing. Because 16 was a giant step up from 15, which was them straight up rebuilding the game from scratch, and just for next gen consoles, and it was missing a lot of features, understandably. And 16 was the step up from that, where they took that, started to add features back, made things a little better, and it was an all around pretty good package for what it was. And this one doesn't feel like that. They added some cool new features, but not enough.
I understand.
It's really disappointing. Yeah. I'll say though, I did have one match with a pretty highly with a character that had a lot of really good stats. And then I wrestled another character that had a lot of really good stats, like increasing the ones that matter, like reversals and movement speed and stuff that makes things more responsive and flow better. And I had a good time doing that. I had a genuinely good time wrestling another fast character. Everything felt snappy. Everything flowed. It really worked. And I wish more of the game was like that.
Sure.
But yeah.
Scott, let me tell you about a little game called Saturday Night Slam Masters.
Tell me about it.
It's an actually good wrestling game.
Yeah. So was WWE All-Stars. That game kicked ass.
Sure.
Yeah. Whatever. I'm gonna wind up playing this game for a whole year anyways. It's as my podcast thing. But whatever. It's out now. Review forthcoming.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
You've been playing anything else?
Do you want me to air some grievances about Final Fantasy Brave Exvius? Because I don't think you want me to.
Absolutely not. Let's move
All right.
on. Ryan?
Hey, John.
Hi, Ryan. What's been going on with
Hey,
you?
John. A lot of stuff has been happening with me these last couple weeks. Let me think what I've been up to. So last week I was not around because I went back to visit my family up in North Texas. And I've got a story about that. I haven't been playing a lot of games this last week, but I have stories about things that have been happening in my life. But I'll get to that in a minute. And the other thing I've been busy with, Scott, I think it was you earlier, asked me what I had been at rehearsal for.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if I've ever talked about this on the podcast before, but before I graduated high school and came to college here in the University of Texas, I, for 8 years of my life, did musical theater.
Nice.
I was in theater in middle school. I was in theater for 2 years of high school, and then I joined newspaper. But for all 8 years before I graduated, I did community theater at a place in my hometown. And so, I haven't really kept up with it because I kind of got tired of doing it. But there was a time in my life when I was trained in, the arts of singing and dancing and making a fool of myself up on a stage in front of people, which, has carried over into most aspects of my life, i.e. making a fool of myself in front of people. But anyway, I still generally enjoy performing in front of people. I don't really like the commitment that you have to have with a lot of rehearsals, especially since I do other stuff here at the university. But one thing that I have gone out of my way to perform in every year that I've been here at the University of Texas is the annual Rocky Horror Picture Show Shadowcast performance.
Nice.
Which, for those of you who don't know what a Rocky Shadowcast is, it's where you go and, you watch the movie, and there's a cast of people who perform the scenes and the numbers in front of the screen while the movie is playing, and, people are shouting things at the screen and all that. But,
right.
I was in this, cast as part of the ensemble in my freshman and sophomore year, and I just kind of did it because I loved that movie. Like, I've seen it way too many times, I know most of, the commentary and all that kind of stuff, whatever. But a lot of people who do this are people from the theater department here that aren't, necessarily as familiar with, the movie as I am and that kind of stuff, which, is fine. But I wasn't able to be in this last year when I first came onto the site because my class schedule was too busy and took up all the rehearsal time. But this semester, I made sure that my classes were in places where I would be able to not only do that, but also consistently be on the podcast every week, because that was a problem last year too. But anyway, the point of this story is that every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, I have rehearsal for this Shadowcast. We open on Wednesday the 26th, which is, at the time of recording, 13 days from now. I auditioned, and I actually got the part of Eddie, which, for those of you familiar with Rocky Horror, is the Meatloaf character who rides out on a motorcycle and does Hopatootie Bless My Soul and then gets, murdered.
It's very fitting for you.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. I get to wear my big leather jacket and my boots and all that, and it's fantastic. But I've been busy with rehearsing for that, busy with classwork. And I mentioned earlier that I went back to my family's home this previous week. Do they have big state fairs where y'all are from?
State fairs?
Yes.
State fairs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, John, you kind of know. Yeah.
We have one that's I don't want to call it a state fair, but it's kind of the biggest fair in the state by proxy. So just when it happens in this one dunk ass town, everyone around all of Connecticut just comes there, and it's real weird.
Right.
And I don't understand why.
I was gonna say I thought you lived in Washington, but I think that's Austin. No. But well, here in Texas, we have the Texas State Fair, which is one of the biggest statewide events of the year here in Texas. I used to go a lot when I was a kid. I really enjoyed it, but I hadn't been in years. Like, since I was in middle school, it's been at least like maybe 7 years since I've been to the state fair. But when I went up this weekend, my parents decided, hey, we should go to the state fair. And I'm like, hell yeah, we should go to the state fair. I want to see the big truck displays and the Budweiser horses and the big robot cowboy named Big Tex, who's like, howdy, y'all. I'm Big Tex. And,
Tex
as an aside...
got a big dick.
Yeah, as an aside, Big Tex, who is a large, maybe 4-story animatronic, maybe 5 stories, burned down one year.
Oh no!
And that was like an assassination here in Texas. Like people were genuinely upset about it because he's such an icon.
Right, right.
Anyway, I go to the state fair, and there's not a lot to do there. I mean, there's plenty to do there, but a lot of it is very, obviously corporate sponsored, hey, ride our Chevy trucks through this track, or hey, here's Velveeta giving out free cheese samples and stuff like that. Some of it's kind of, iffy, but there's a lot of really cool stuff. There's a pretty cool, local arts and crafts section where people from around the state submit stuff for, a contest, and they have, a dog agility course, which is really fun, but, you get to watch dogs, do tricks.
Right, yeah.
Really, what I've been winding up to here, the zenith of this story, is you don't go to the Texas State Fair for all this, pig racing and cowboy hat sales and Big Tex. You go to the Texas State Fair because they've got a ton of fried shit there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah!
They have, every year, the Texas State Fair publishes, a directory, and what they'll do is every year they'll have new exclusive, fucked up fried foods to eat at the fair. I know this year they had fried lobster tail, and, they had fried Jell-O, and they had a whole bunch of other stuff, but I'll do a quick breakdown of everything I ate last Friday at the state fair before I nearly died from eating too much fried food.
Can you also give us a review score of each food?
Yes.
Yes. All right, perfect. Thank you.
Yes, I can. And after that, I think I'm pretty much going to be done with my weekly wrap-up because this is taking a while and I haven't really played many games. But
Sure.
So I'll go in... do y'all want me to go in chronological order or in,
alphabetical,
quality
please.
Order? Alphabetical.
No,
okay.
don't confuse them. Chronological order, please.
Yeah.
Chronological order. So when we got into the state fair, I was gunning for the food alley. They have this
Hell
whole
yeah, dog.
stretch of the state fair where it's just booths, side to side, face to face, where you can go and buy all this different food.
That's what I like.
And yeah, it's that good shit. But so I was kind of walking down the alley, and I wasn't really that impressed. They had, turkey legs. They had bacon-wrapped turkey legs, which I was kind of yeah, maybe. If I don't find anything else. They had the fried Jell-O, which I skipped, and a few other things. But I was yeah, I don't know. Maybe they just don't really have anything this year. But I was immediately proven wrong.
Yeah.
Because what I found at the Texas State Fair, it's kind of unfortunate because the first thing I tried was also, in my opinion, the best thing I tried.
Sure.
They had fried chicken and waffles.
Okay.
And what this is... No, hold on. What this is, it's not, separate. What they did was they took a piece of chicken, put it on a wooden stick, wrapped it in a waffle batter, and then fried it.
Oh,
nice.
baby.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good. It's that good shit. You bite into that, and it's 2 layers of fried batter and waffle batter, and then it's the chicken, and it's chef kiss. It was so good.
Two hearts that beat as one until your heart stops beating.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm surprised I didn't fall over and die by the time I was done at the state fair, because directly after eating the fried chicken and waffles, I found a stall that was selling chicken fried bacon.
What?
Right.
And yeah, it was just strips of bacon that had been fried in chicken batter with that thick fried chicken skin on the outside of it.
Yeah.
And Yeah, see, this is something I just kind of tried just for the sake of saying I'd eaten, like, chicken fried bacon.
Yeah.
I think the best way to describe the experience of eating this was, it was pretty much exactly what I imagined eating dog treats would be like. Just really, not like tough, not tough bacon, but not really soft either, like very crunchy, like, it's got this outside, like, kind of smoky, like, fried chicken skin to it. I didn't love it, but, I didn't hate it either. I probably would never eat, I probably wouldn't. Sorry, go ahead.
I do like a good, like, smoky fried chicken skin, but I can't imagine that being very good on bacon.
No, I wouldn't eat it again. Yeah. But after that, I took a break from the fried food, and there was a booth that was selling homemade Dr. Pepper ice cream, which is really good.
Oh yeah, nice. Have you made ice cream before?
I have not. No, I've never made ice cream.
I have. It's a good experience. You should try it.
Yeah. After that, I tried I didn't try it because I get this whenever I go to a fair. Like, when I go to the Renaissance Festival, I get it too. I got fried, like, mac and cheese bites.
Nice.
Where you, like, roll up mac and cheese and then drop that shit in the deep fryer. That stuff is always so good. Yeah. And then, to kind of round out my one-man campaign against my digestive system, I decided to get a glass of pumpkin beer, which is not very good. Very generic. Like, I generally prefer pumpkin cider anyway, but they had it, so I wanted to try it. And then my final fried food of the day was a fried slice of pepperoni pizza. They just took a slice. You cut out
right when you said it.
Oh, sorry. Let me repeat myself. I said a fried slice of pepperoni pizza.
Ooh, yeah. All right, yeah.
I didn't love it, but maybe that's just because I'd already eaten so much crap by that point that my stomach was just shutting down. But it was kind of like eating like a big mozzarella stick, honestly. like a lot of like this kind of crunchy outside with this big like cheesy inside.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. Mm-hmm. It wasn't that bad, but if I hadn't eaten all that other crap, I probably would have enjoyed it a little bit more. So
okay,
I'll have to see if I can find the registry of all the other state fair stuff that I brought with me to show y'all, because they had more stuff than that. But
the Chronicle.
yeah, that was basically my weekend last weekend, and since then I've just been going to class, going to rehearsal, playing a few games, but nothing I haven't talked about before on the podcast. Sure. So
okay,
I think I can just go ahead and move on.
Thank you, Ryan. As for me,
of course.
So I wasn't here last week thanks to Hurricane Matthew.
Yeah.
It pretty much smacked my city directly in the fucking face.
Oof.
And I was without power for, I want to say, 4 or 5 days. I can't remember off the top of my head. It feels like it's been a million years already.
Yeah.
But, and then during that time, I was also without internet, because while they were trying to turn the electricity back on, they blew like a box that was like running the internet in the town.
Sure.
So I had to wait another like 3 days for them to turn the internet back on.
Ugh.
It was fucked up because like my family has a generator, so we were like every once in a while we would like have some fans on and have the internet on. We'd have some fans on, have the internet on, like actually live for a couple of hours every day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you didn't have internet, even with the generator on, and we were like, all right, well, maybe it'll be fixed by the time the electricity's back. And nope. So I just kind of sat here in silence. Like I was completely cut off from the rest of the world. I felt like a hermit in the fucking Antarctic or something. Like it was horrible. I do not recommend it to anybody.
Yeah. Have you had a lot of storms like that where you just lose power? Like you personally?
No, I mean, like, every once in a while, a bad enough storm will roll through where the lights will flicker or something will happen, but, Florida is prepared for stuff like that. So we usually have to get hit really hard for something, like, terrible to happen, and we got hit really hard. Like, we're like our town is like functioning normally now, but we're still not like completely 100%. Like there's still like trees littering like some roads, you know, like it's there's a beach down near where I live that is so eroded that like the roads like got like disintegrated.
Yeah.
And you know, that's really scary.
Yeah.
You know, things were pretty bad, but you know, it's coming back to normal, and you know, just hopefully I mean, I don't know if anyone else who's listening was affected, but you know, I hope y'all are safe and sound, and that you have your internet or your electricity and internet back already. So you can download this podcast. No,
I've had a really bad experience like that too. Like up here in Connecticut, we super aren't prepared for anything. So basically, any storm that comes up will just absolutely wreck our shit. And we had a really bad one. I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago, something like that. That just like took out trees all over the place. We lost power for. I lost power in my block for like I want to say a month. It was awful. Like, I had to like fucking drive to McDonald's to use Wi-Fi. And like, the only time I could be with power was like at school. It was some wild shit.
That's crazy.
Nuts.
Yeah, it was bad.
But the one thing that happened though that I guess could be spun into a positive was that I had plenty of time to play games. Handheld games, really.
Hell yeah.
So I finished Ace Attorney 6.
Nice.
My full thoughts on that game are that it's really good.
Nice.
I think that there are some cases that are stronger than others. I think the like main story with like, you know, just the main story with Apollo and his I don't want to say any spoilers, but just the Apollo Justice main story is the best part of that game, and I feel like the rest of it is a little weak. But
that's rough.
But I still think that what's strong is some of the strongest writing in Ace Attorney in a long time. And I'm really happy that they actually that they actually made a sequel to Apollo Justice this time, instead of just like bringing Phoenix back and being like, oh, he's an attorney again. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I thought it was good. I think it's a very worthy entry into the series. I think that last trial is really good. Like, really good. I also, right before my power went out, I got a code for Super Dimension Neptunia versus Sega Hard Girls.
Oh, hell yeah.
I like any game that ends in Hard Girls.
Yeah, too bad Michael isn't on the podcast this week.
Yeah, God bless.
It's a shame.
God bless. Oh my god. I don't know. I didn't hate it. It was okay.
Sure.
I don't know, like, it was a pretty standard JRPG. I thought it was fine. I mean, the story was really dumb. Neptune gets turned into a bike, a motorcycle.
Nice.
And, like...
I just imagine... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I mean, like, they pretty much almost immediately make a joke, like, come on, don't you want to ride me? And then, like, the next line is... But then the next line is, everyone screen capped that last line, didn't they? And I was just like... Okay. Like, I was like, alright.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't like. I'm legitimately a fan of the Sega Hard Girls. Like I like the anime. I think that their designs are cute. I like classic Sega consoles. So all that together, you know, made me more interested in this game than I would be otherwise.
Yeah.
But I mean, the story is like pretty bad, and I don't know. I think it's there is something that's a little neat with like the mission structure. Because it's got this almost Majora's Mask thing going on, where there's a main enemy that you're supposed to fight that is, it's called like the Time Eater. And what it does is, as you're progressing through the game, you run into missions that are supposedly historically significant.
Sure.
And if you don't do them in an allotted amount of time, then the Time Eater will eat that mission and gain power from it.
Oh.
But after a certain amount of time, you're going to run out of missions, so you have to go challenge the Time Eater, and then if you lose, it resets.
Mm-hmm.
So you just kind of have to run through, like, not like the same missions over and over, but you end up running through these missions trying to figure out, like, oh, if I beat this mission and this mission and I'm at this level, I might be able to actually beat the boss. And it's like, it's kind of neat. I can see where they're going for it. But I don't know. I don't know if they really stick the landing with that, because it's such a weird, convoluted way of doing that. But I could see what they were going for. But once my power came back, I got to play some games that I got sent codes for. The first one that I played on my PC was called one I liked, one I didn't like. First, I'm going to talk about the one I liked. It's called Blue Revolver.
Yes.
Nice.
I really like this game. It is a shmup, like not a bullet hell per se, but it is one of those scrolling shoot 'em ups.
Right.
Where you play as a little ship and you're shooting everybody. That game was made by, I want to say, well, I mean, there are quite a few music artists, but I think the development and the art was done by two people. And it is just fantastic. Like, it controls like a dream. I've been using my fight stick mostly, and that is really fun.
That's pretty cool.
There are so many just little options that you can choose. Like, there's two different characters, and each character has different special abilities, which are like their special like weapon. Then you can also choose how their shots are spread. Like, you can have it shoot straight forward, you can have it shoot like in a wide arc, or you can have your options trail behind you, so you're always having something like covering your ass.
Sure.
And I don't know, I just think that like the amount of options that it gives you, the neat little unlockables, like they let you they remixed every stage's song, and then you can pick if I want the remix to play next time I run through the game or not. And it's just like all the little like dip switches almost. It feels like owning an arcade machine of the game, even though
it's real cool.
It's on your Steam library. Like, I don't know. I think it's really neat. Like, I wish that someone would just make this an actual arcade machine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That does sound fucking neat.
Yeah, there are options to... Like, there are so many different options. Like, there's one that just flips the screen sideways. So you can mount a screen in a cabinet and use it, or something like that. Like, they actively think, like, yeah, someone's gonna make a cabinet for this. Like, they know what they're doing, and they want every possible option for people to play this game. So if you like shmups, or hell, if you're even just curious about games like that, I do highly recommend Blue Revolver. I think it is really killer game.
Cool.
Now, the game that I'm disappointed in, really disappointed in, at least from the little bit that I played so far, is the Silver Case.
Oh, boy.
Right, yeah. So I remember you talking about that.
I've talked to both of you about this, and so I apologize for retreading a lot of the same things, but...
No, it's no big deal, don't worry about it.
But I really wanted to like the Silver Case. I am a very, very big... if you've listened to any episode of this before, you know how much I love No More Heroes. I love Suda51 as a dude. I mean, I love both No More Heroes games and Shadows of the Damned. Those are, like, really, really great games, and I think they, like, represent Suda51 as a person, like, tremendously. Those are, like, auteur games, if there are to be any of those in existence. But I think Silver Case is impenetrable. Just absolutely impenetrable.
You are not
I started that game up, and from like about an hour of that game that I played, the entire hour I did not understand a single thing that was going on, from the writing, from the art style, from the controls, from the puzzles, every single aspect of that game feels like I'm bashing my head against it no matter what I do. Like, they start off with like a text scroll talking about events that don't make any sense with no context to their importance. Characters show up and just start like calling each other nicknames and stuff without any kind of context, and like are real or just like talking about incidents that weren't previously mentioned, or if they were, maybe I just didn't notice because I was so confused. The controls are like some of the most awkward controls I've ever seen. Like, it's not mapped to WASD, so you have to scrunch your fingers together to use the pad or the arrow keys with your mouse. And like, I don't know. I feel like if I remember correctly, that game came out on PS1 originally. So it's like they, instead of like actually redesigning the game or figuring out a way to make it work better on, you know, PC, which this is an HD remaster, like they actually like up-res the game and did stuff to it. It doesn't feel like they did anything to make it like worth playing today. I tried to understand the first puzzle and I couldn't figure it out. I could not figure out the first puzzle in the game. So I went on Game FAQs and I looked up a guide. I try my best to not use guides for games, especially when I'm reviewing them, because I want to have an experience. I looked at the guide and that didn't make any sense. So that says, like, there are cutscenes that will play, and mind you, I like the art style of the game to an extent, in the sense that I think it has. I like the character art, and I like the general vibe of the game, but cutscenes will play while characters are like having conversations, and around the border of the like cutscene screen, much bigger than the cutscene, mind you. Like, there is a small screen, and then around it there is a very large border of just like blue text and blue lines just flashing constantly. Just it's an assault to the senses. It's way too much, and I don't know. There's no way that I could like recommend this to the general public. I feel like if you're interested in like in games like as like an academic sort of thing, like if you're like, I want to see where Suda51 started, or if you can really get into something that, like, you know, digs into, like, really heady topics, then maybe you can check this out, but I don't know, maybe I'm just too fucking stupid to play this game. I can't tell.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like it's kind of dense, from what I know about it.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. It's just way too much for me, and I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can touch it. Like,
sure.
I have tried Suda's other early games, and I didn't like them either. Like, I tried Flower, Sun, and Rain, and I didn't like it for pretty much the same reasons that I don't like Silver Case.
Sure, yeah.
And same thing with Killer 7. I don't like Killer 7, and people are probably going to yell at me for that, and hey, guess what? I don't care.
You know what?
I tried it.
Everyone's entitled to their own opinions.
I tried it, and I didn't like it. Like, I'm sorry. I think Suda had an interesting early career, but I think he made 3 like truly fantastic games, and then Lollipop Chainsaw happened, and then Killer's Dead happened. So, you know, let's just leave it at that. But I don't know, that's pretty much the big stuff that I played, you know, those are the things where, like, my opinion matters, and I want to reiterate, just check out Blue Revolver, holy shit, like, I really like that game. But yeah, so let's move on to news.
Alright.
Okay.
Ryan, how about you go first?
Yeah, I have a couple of games to discuss in a kind of similar vein here. We've had a couple of delays on some games that I'm sure some people are pretty excited about. The first one is that Cuphead has been delayed.
Aww.
You know, Cuphead, the one where they've got cups for heads.
Yeah.
Seems kind of cool. I They delayed it until mid 2017. It's still coming out on Xbox One and PC. The quote comes from the developer, says, throughout this year we discussed reducing the scope to make a 2016 release, but we made the difficult decision to delay the launch in order to ship with our vision intact. I remember, didn't they delay this game before because they wanted to add kind of a platforming aspect to it?
Yeah.
Like, I remember originally it was a boss rush, and then they added like kind of Mario type like side-scrolling, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's not a whole lot of like super details on this delay. It's just a really short. It's just a really short thing. He's like, hey everyone, we wanted to finish our game 80 years after 1936, but it will now be 81.
Sure.
And it's just like, yeah, thanks for the support, etc., etc. So that's pretty much all there is for that. No reasons, nothing about like extra content that's being added or anything, just that they are delaying it because I guess that they didn't have enough time. Or that there's enough content in the game that they just needed more time to work on it.
Games get delayed.
So,
it happens.
I
don't know how I feel about the content
delayed.
they have showed in regards to the platforming sections. I've seen a lot of people talk about how it doesn't look particularly good or fun to play. And it's kind of a shame because the whole boss rush element made it seem like a really neat, tight package. And it kind of seems like they're just expanding it out just to give people more time, because I guess time is relevant to the price you pay for a game. So
I mean,
kind of a shame.
Yeah, we'll see what happens when that comes out next year. But I haven't seen a whole bunch of gameplay from it. I remember thinking that the side-scrolling stuff was like, like this looks fine. Like, you know, it didn't blow my mind or anything. But I'll be interested to see how that game turns out when it's finally out.
I have played that game.
Yes.
I don't remember if I actually put my hands on the platforming segment. I know Michael did, and he said that was fine. But I played the boss rush. I played against one of the bosses back when it was only a boss rush game, and that game was hard as shit. But in like a good way. Like it was like like I can get good at this game, and then I'll. Like I need to figure this game out, you know, like that kind of hard.
That's my shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like that was something that I personally looked forward to. But I could see Microsoft looking at that and being like, I don't know how big of an audience we can catch with this, you know, like if it's too hardcore of a game, so they might have asked the devs to tone it down a bit, and that's, you know, disappointing, but I could also understand why they would do that.
I could imagine, too, if they're trying to develop, like, something, a smaller, easier campaign just for, like, to bring in more casual players, but also off to the side. Maybe after you beat the campaign, here's the real hardcore mode. Here's the good shit you're looking for right here, baby.
Maybe.
Sure.
Hopefully.
We'll see.
Yeah. A second game was delayed this last week. This is a game that I was tentatively excited for when it was first announced. I almost donated to the Kickstarter, but I decided against it. I am talking about the Friday the 13th game, creatively titled Friday the 13th, the game. The Kickstarter for this game ended, I believe, over the summer. No, I think it was before then. But the point is that the Kickstarter, I think the Kickstarter ended last year in November. Actually, wow, it's been a while. But originally, this game was supposed to come out this month. You know, kind of in time for like the Halloween season and all that, but they didn't really have a release date for it, but now it's been pushed back to, quote, an unspecified date in spring 2017, so not really quite as seasonal, but apparently the studio is adding a single-player something. It just says single-player experience. The notes that they have on their Kickstarter page says single-player campaign, but doesn't really give any sort of super specific details to it. They're also adding offline bots that you can play against.
Right.
They're adding more missions, I guess. More characters. They're adding Tommy Jarvis as a playable character for those of you who know anything about Friday the 13th.
Sure.
He's one of the only characters who's managed to kill Jason.
Right.
And he's a recurring character in 3 of the movies. He's played by Corey Feldman in one of them. So but yeah,
that kind of makes sense that they're adding this whole single player thing, because wasn't there that game that just came out that was just basically that game but without the Friday the 13th license attached to it? I want to say that was pretty recent. Yeah. So it's maybe they think yo, we should probably add something to this because this thing's eating our lunch.
Yeah, originally they set their goal for $700,000 on the Kickstarter. They raised, I think, just under $900,000. They raised $823,000, which it's not bad. But originally the single player campaign was a stretch goal for $1.6 million.
Right.
So something had to have changed there for them to decide that they were going to add that in.
They
regardless.
Probably got external funding. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, either that or maybe the campaign, they knew people were going to want the single-player campaign, or maybe the multiplayer experience isn't enough to, carry the whole game. But I'm pretty sure that's coming out digitally for cheaper than it is, physically. But I don't know. We'll see what happens when that's finally released. I would like to play that game. I've heard kind of mixed things about it from the footage they've released. I think it looks alright, but that game is going to live or die by just the quality of this asymmetrical multiplayer.
Totally,
and if they've managed to help, not help, but balance that. There's a game that came out where one person plays as a shark and the other people play as divers, which is basically the same kind of thing from what I understand as this asymmetrical stuff. But
I believe that's called Evolve.
I don't know.
Just went free to play.
I don't think so. Anyway, Look,
that's all I have to say about this is that I really hope that there is a purple dancing Jason costume.
I wish. I really hope that even if they put it in as DLC, I want the NES Jason skin.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Somewhere in this game. That may have been a stretch goal that they had, but I don't think that it was. But anyway, that's your kind of your delay update for this week.
Delay update.
Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scott, would you like to run down your news real quick?
Dark Souls 3.
Mm-hmm.
There's an
that
expansion.
Came out.
It did. There's an expansion coming out soon, Ashes of Ariandel, on October 25th for $15 and $25 for the whole season pass to get both the DLCs. But there's a new trailer released today that shows off a brand new mode. A new PvP map called the Hollow Arena. That's alleged.
Mm-hmm.
But in this little Hollow Arena, you can get some of your friends together, find some other people to play against, some randos maybe, and you can go to fucking town, baby. It's it looks like the arena that they originally introduced in Dark Souls 1's DLC, and it kind of looks like they're bringing that back a bit, which is really, really neat. They had a similar arena in 2, but that was Covenant exclusive, and that was all one-on-one. But this one specifically looks like you can have up to 6-on-6 fights, which is really cool. Because getting 6 people into a match in Dark Souls 3, that's usually not some even 3v3 fair fight. That's some kind of fucked up bullshit where someone has 4 allies on their side and you and another invader are just trying to survive.
Yeah.
So it's this looks genuinely neat. It looks like a really interesting way of trying to invigorate and streamline team multiplayer in Dark Souls 3. And I'm really interested in it, and I'm happy it's coming out. There isn't a formal arena in Dark Souls 3 like there were in the other 2 games, so I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited to get some boys together, get some swords, get some big armors, and go to town.
Yeah.
Or no armor.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never really played much with the arena mode in the first Dark Souls because I didn't really do a whole bunch of the online stuff.
It was impossible to connect to anyone.
Yeah. If I end up getting the DLC for 3, and I don't know if I will, but I might. Then I'm definitely gonna have to check that out.
Yeah. Come fight some people with me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, one more thing it does. All they showed in the trailer was 3v3 battles, but they do... Namco Bandai has also come out and said there are one-on-one battles and free-for-all battles, just so, just so there's no confusion.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Alright, folks. It's time. Pokemon update!
Pokemon update!
That probably sounded like shit. Oh my god. Folks, there's a lot of Pokemon news. Koro leaked, and if you like Pokemon, you know what I mean, and if you don't, that just sounded like a bunch of bullshit that just came out of my mouth. Trust me, my friends, this is important. So, we have confirmation of a new Alolan form. There's Alolan Grimer, and he looks as somebody ate a bunch of eggs and had diarrhea.
Oh, hell yes.
So, let me see, what does this say that or what it is, what the fuck is it? It's poison and dark?
That's weird. Alright.
Yes, it's poison and dark, and also it has teeth. It has two...
that's
teeth.
unsettling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he has like a yellow, like weird kind of beard thing, and I know I like it. I kind of like it. He's got like some eyeshadow working. It's cool.
Yeah. So after that, they confirmed some new evolutions.
Nice.
If you remember that Pokemon, a Jangmo-O, the fighting type lizard, or it was like a dragon, I think. They confirmed its evolutions, Durango and Jararanga.
Wow, I loved Durango Unchained by filmmaker Quentin Tarantini.
Yeah, Jararanga Unchained. But they are all dragon fighting type Pokemon. They just kind of get bigger and beefier, so I don't know.
Hell yeah.
They're probably going to be the pseudo-legendaries of this game. Like the super powerful dragon type.
Right, yeah.
Sure.
They also confirmed Type Null's evolution. If you recall, Type Null was that really weird-looking thing with the helmet.
Right.
Supposedly, once it finds a trainer it trusts, which I read that as it evolves via friendship, it will destroy its helmet and evolve into something called Silvati.
Okay.
Now, Silvati is normally a normal-type Pokemon, but if you give it an item, or it comes with an item called Memory, and while it's holding it, it can be any type it wants.
Huh.
Oh.
So
hell yes.
That does kind of play into, like, the whole Arceus theory a whole bunch of people had.
Yes.
Neat. Neat.
So the other thing, though, is that it also has an attack called Multi-Attack, that changes depending on what type it is.
Right.
They also confirmed that gyms are out.
No more!
There are no more gyms in this game.
Get rid of them.
Yeah, they are being replaced by the previously mentioned trials.
Okay.
So that is... You don't get badges, you get medals, but you will get medals, and you seem to go up against... they haven't confirmed, like, a Pokemon League, but there is some sort of reason to collect those medals.
By the way, I just want to say, called it.
There you go. And finally, we got confirmation on another Pokken tournament character. It is Caesar, and he looks fucking baller. Like
nice.
he's got like bullet punch, and grabbing you with his claws, and he mega evolves, and the big scissors on his hands are just like, oh my god, he looks so cool.
Nice.
He's going to be available in the arcade game on the 20th, but no idea when that's actually coming to the home version of the game. Maybe they're going to have all 3 of the DLC characters all at once, because we do know for a fact that there are... Well, we did already know that Darkrai and Caesar were announced, or not announced, were going to be in the game, because there were files in the game that supported that. So we know that the third Pokemon is going to be Empoleon, which is a Piplup's fully evolved form.
Sick.
So
Nice.
Look forward to Empoleon, and look forward to those other characters to get added to Pokken in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan,
Hey,
would you like to do questions this week?
you know what, John? I would love to do questions. You can send questions to our Tumblr, which is videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask, or you can email them to us at podcast@videogamechoochoo.com, correct?
you. Yes.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yes. Yep. Most of our questions, and by most I mean all of our questions, come in from Tumblr this week. First off, I think we've had this one for a little while, but we're just now getting around to answering it. What franchise most deserves a Halloween-themed game or DLC?
That's a good question.
Yeah, it is a good question. There's a lot of answers.
Well, first, let's think of some
Sure.
instances, just so that way we don't accidentally
Sure.
overlap. There was that infamous DLC.
Yeah.
Or no, it was a standalone game, basically. There was this Costume Quest, that's a Halloween game.
Red Dead Redemption had a really good Halloween zombie thing.
Dude, Undead Nightmare is maybe the best Halloween DLC ever. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I never played it either, but Sleeping Dogs also had that Halloween DLC that kind of went off Chinese cinema. Yeah,
the Jiangxi one. TF2 always usually has their events.
Not this week.
Yes.
Or not this year.
Not this.
I mean, Overwatch. I think we got this question specifically because of the Overwatch one that started. I forgot to mention.
Maybe. Yeah.
I did. I played some of that Overwatch stuff. That's really good. The Overwatch Halloween stuff. It's fun.
But what is deserving of an
I don't know.
Overwatch style Halloween update?
I would really like maybe see something like, this is really specific, but a Doom, for the new Doom game,
Yeah.
a DLC where there's just pumpkins and shit
Yeah.
everywhere, and he's trick or treating, and
He's not actually fighting
don't know.
anything. He just walks up and trick or treats at doors.
something really dumb like that,
that'd be good.
probably
You know what? You saying that's making me want there to be a Duke Nukem map
Yeah.
for Halloween.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I was gonna, that was my other thought. But,
I could just imagine him kicking an alien with the mighty boot and just being trick or treat, smell my feet.
You know what would seriously be legitimately good? Is
What?
a Witcher 3 Halloween expansion.
Oh fuck! Holy
Yeah,
shit!
that'd be good.
Yes.
that'd be really good. I can see it too. Maybe Witcher 3. What's the really old name for Halloween?
Samhain or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, whatever it is. So that might be kind of cool.
Yeah, that's. Oh man, that's making me want just Halloween themed Witcher stuff, because I would love Geralt to have to fight a Krampus. Holy shit! Imagine that.
There could even
Well, Krampus is more Christmas.
No, that's what I'm saying. Just imagine all different holidays.
Yeah.
Geralt.
Well, I can't wait for Witcher 3 Thanksgiving, where a giant mutated turkey comes down from the sky and Geralt destroys it with the power of friendship.
He's got he's got to fight a giant Easter bunny.
I would personally
Yeah.
like it if you were just at the door of Kaer Morhen, just having to give trick-or-treaters candy. But Carol has to do it all rough, and he's just upset about the whole thing.
Yeah.
And
And then he has sex, weirdly.
All the other Witchers are trying to convince him to take a couple kids to turn them into Witchers, and he's like, "No, I'm not gonna do it."
Maybe it's a Christmas Carol thing where Geralt doesn't believe in the spirit of Halloween, and so all the other characters have to do like a great pumpkin on him and take him out trick-or-treating.
What if there's an
That's a
addition
stupid
to the
idea.
Resident Evil 7 demo where you go to open the door and then there are just trick-or-treaters there?
Yeah.
And
then
then
they
a guy
kill you.
punches
Good.
you.
Yeah.
Uh,
all right.
Okay,
Oh,
hang on. I got one more.
Okay. Okay.
This is kind of tied into like the holiday theme thing, because Dead Rising 4 takes place during Christmas.
Right.
Dead Rising 5 should be during Halloween.
Hell yeah.
That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And all the zombies are
All right.
dressed up already. It writes itself!
And it
Fuck.
makes sense
Yeah.
too, because Frank dresses up all the time anyway.
That's true.
Yeah.
If you
It's
dressed
perfect.
in normal clothes, you get less points.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, that's
all right.
real
Moving
good.
on.
Yeah, let's move on.
Moving on. I feel like we've gotten this question before, but I will ask it nonetheless. Does the Chooch crew have any video game regrets? I feel like we've answered this many
Video
times
game
on this
regrets.
podcast.
Yeah, I think we have.
I'll just say this really quick. The first one that comes to my mind is selling my N64 in all the games, but I've told that story before on here.
My biggest regret is going out of my way to learn all the technical ins and outs of wrestling games instead of something better.
My
Fair enough.
My video game regret was taking control of videogamechoochoo.com from my Kazumano. That's my regret.
God.
Aw.
I don't regret it, but
No, I don't regret it
anyway,
either. I've had such a fantastic time here.
Yeah, me too. Next question. Biggest DILF in games. See, I feel like we've kind of implicitly answered this one because my answer for this is absolutely Geralt.
That is
so, like,
true.
Yeah.
That is true. What
yeah,
are some other good
he's
dilfs, though?
he's my answer.
Yeah.
I think Bowser. He's
Bowser,
technically a
definitely.
DILF.
Yeah.
I can see Bowser as a dilf, but I think Waluigi is like definitely like a U-ilf, like an uncle I'd like to fuck. Because like he's not a dad, but he's absolutely someone's uncle.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. What are some other video game dads
Good
that we
dads.
would like to have relations with?
Talking about Dead Rising again, Chuck Green.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
a good dad.
yeah.
He's pretty good
Chuck
dad.
Green. Chuck Green is definitely a DILF.
Soldier
I don't know,
76.
There was
Yeah,
that one
true. So-
Pokemon
Silver Fox.
Professor that everyone had the fucking hots for. The
Yeah.
one,
Be more
the
specific.
XY one.
Would you consider Old Snake from Metal Gear 4 a DILF?
He's an M-dilf.
He's a
No,
gilf.
G-dilf, a G-dilf, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a gilf.
No, it's just GILF.
Gilf?
Please don't say the words G-DILF around me ever again.
that sounds like a program. Like, oh, can you open up GDelf so you can download that?
Holy shit.
God.
Oh man. Any other DILFs before we move on?
I'm all dilfed out.
Barrett.
Yeah, you're
Barrett
tapped.
is a good dilf.
I know. Yeah, some people might be into like Asgore from Undertale, I guess.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, Barrett.
He's more of like a dilk dad I'd like to cuddle.
Dilk. Sure.
Yeah.
Dilk. That just sounds gross. Like something about the
It's
word
less
G-Dilf and Dilk. Dilk sounds like a really fucked up version of like an elk. Like, yeah, I just went out hunting some dilk this weekend. It scored me a big dilk out in the Connecticut woods. But
You see a dilk, you kill it. You don't fucking make sure it's dead.
yeah. I mean, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying that the term dilk makes me a little bit uncomfortable.
Sure.
But
Oh my God.
anyway, let's go ahead and move on here. Anonymous. All these questions have been anonymous so far. I guess whoever asked about DILFs on Tumblr did not want to be thrown into the
Weird.
limelight.
Weird.
But
Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
yeah. Anyway, Anonymous asks, would Sonic be better if he wore pants?
Hell no.
Wait, no,
yeah,
no,
I
no,
think
no,
it would
no.
depend. I think it.
Hold on.
Okay.
What kind
Okay.
of pants?
Yeah, see, that's what I was going to say. It would depend on the pants.
Because I think if he wore some nice sporty shorts, he'd be pretty good. Like, if he wore jorts, that's too much. Like, that's way out of the question. Maybe, like, some nice gym shorts. Some nice cargos.
Yeah.
Some nice cargos with
I
a
just-
chain that attaches to his wallet.
Eggman's just gonna grab that chain and whip him across the fucking room. That's all he's gonna do.
Oh,
Yeah.
Eggman, too. He's a dilf.
That's true.
Yeah.
Except he's not
Fair
anybody.
enough.
Well,
Oh,
no, he's not anybody's
You
dad.
know he's a dad. Somewhere.
He's scratching Grounder's dad, I guess.
His adopted dad, but I don't know. I can see Sonic wearing like those Zap pants or whatever, like the ones with all the fucking zippers and that kind of thing. I feel like I reference Zap pants like every other episode on this podcast, and I don't even know if that's what they're called or not.
You've got a niche, and that's what works.
Yeah. No, I guess they're not called Zap pants. What the hell are those things called? Y'all know the ones I'm talking about, like the fucking, like Hot Topic, like Super Zipper and like Chain. Surely they're like not just called Zip pants.
Not Zap pants. Those are Trip pants.
Trip.
Thank
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trip pants. Like, I knew it was something with like a P at the end, but yes, this is what I'm thinking of. Trip pants with 2 P's.
I could imagine Sonic with those like short pants or whatever, like the ones that you can just like zip off at the knee. And he'd be like, look, Tails, I got shorts now. Now I have pants. Isn't that wild?
He wears the pants to be casual and the shorts to run. There you go.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You got to get both your things going in one package.
Yeah, and then if you only open up the knees, then they're shants.
Shants?
Shants.
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 I shan't make a comment on that horrible wordplay that you've just. Maybe I'll go out this weekend and find some dilks that are out in the woods wearing shants. Take some pictures. It'll be like a cryptid hunt, like and
upload it with the GDelf program.
Oh my god!
I think we can all agree here, though, that Sonic is perfectly fine without pants.
Yeah, I feel like once you add pants, then it kind of implies there's something there to cover up, and that just makes me a little bit uncomfortable, to be quite frank. I
swear there's like at least one Sonic character in the like old cartoon that wears shorts.
Doesn't Big the Cat wear pants, or am I just like imagining that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
In like my mind's eye, he's wearing pants, but that's probably not true.
I'll Google him. Doesn't he have like those fucking like? Wait, he's got a belt, but he doesn't have any pants. What the fuck?
Yeah. Like that's.
He's here. Let me describe Big the Cat. He wears latex cleaning gloves, a large yellow belt. Wait, hold on. Okay, so in this official art. In this official art, he's got like purple booty shorts on.
Oh, what?
And then in everything else, he just doesn't have anything. But maybe I'm just misinterpreting okay, maybe it's not booty shorts. I think it's just markings on him that look like shorts, but it's just the way he's colored. Anyway, the point is that he wears flip-flops and like a giant gold belt and cleaning gloves, but no actual pants.
Christ.
What a fucking nightmare. Holy shit.
Big the Cat terrifies me. He just looks uncanny. Oh great, here's a picture of Big the Cat. Big the Cat's head photoshopped into some purple muscle man's body. That's really nice.
Duke Nukem. That's the true form of Duke Nukem.
Oh my god. Anyway, we should move on.
Yeah, yes, please, I beg you.
Yeah, we should. Yeah. Anonymous says, how does John feel about the ending that the Danganronpa series got in the recent anime?
It ruined Danganronpa!
Next question.
Really?
Yes, it actively fucked up the storytelling of Danganronpa 2, and it made me extremely angry, and I hate it a lot.
Yeah, just pretend like it doesn't exist.
I try to, but then I remember, and then I get really upset because it, like, I need you, Video Game Choo Choo audience, to listen to the seriousness in my voice. I hate it.
Yeah, I believe you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next question. Anonymous says, what musical genre should be featured more in video game soundtracks? I have an answer for this. When I read this, what I immediately thought of, this, I don't feel like this kind of gets its due as much as it should, but that kind of like creepy, dark ambient / industrial kind of stuff that's in like the 2 Silent Hill soundtracks.
Ooh.
Like, I feel like you don't really see that a lot, but
sure, yeah.
I think when it's done right, like it is in the Silent Hill soundtracks, I think that it's got a lot of potential.
Right.
You know, yeah. I really like both the original soundtracks for the first two Silent Hill games. I think that they're not only two of the best horror game soundtracks, but they're also two of the best albums in like either that dark ambient / industrial genre, just like in general. But I'd love to see more horror games that really do that kind of thing well. Do either of y'all have an answer for it?
That's a tough call.
No.
I feel like there aren't a lot of games that really go out of their way to have like a really interesting hip hop soundtrack.
Sure.
Like, if something goes hip hop, it's like usually some kind of over the top gangster kind of thing, or like mainstream, but nothing really like deep dives into the culture and into everything that's going on there. But that's probably because that's such a weird non-violent thing. It treads on like, you know, it treads a lot on race and a lot on a lot on cultures like a lot of people probably don't know enough about. So I don't know. I'd like to see more weird underground hip hop in games.
Sure.
That's
John. Do you have an answer?
Let me think here. Oh, hang on. Wait a minute. Oh, there's some breaking news.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, real quick. Sony is going to launch their first smartphone games in 2018.
Wow.
Nice.
They're going to be pretty much doing what Nintendo did, where they're going to be just releasing 5 games throughout 2018, starting in March. And it's being made by their mobile game arm, Forward Works.
Interesting.
So,
are these going to be based on previously existing Sony properties, or is it going to be like...
It says here to expect IP revivals, so, you know.
Yeah.
Neat,
I thought for some reason I thought like Hitman Go and like Tomb Raider Go were both Sony things already, but
I'm pretty sure that was Eidos.
It's Eidos, yeah. Square Enix owns them.
Yeah.
So
right, but they show those proproperties at the Sony conference.
Oh,
at
sure.
E3.
But that's not like
Didn't
developed.
they? Yeah,
that's not developed by Sony though.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
They're not Sony products. Square products.
So anyway, no, I don't really have an answer for that. I'm sorry for screwing that up.
No, you're fine. It's good to have some breaking news. Next question. Anonymous says, which movie monster do you think plays the most video games? I bet Freddy Krueger has a big Steam library. And you know, Anonymous, I actually agree with you on that, because there is the Nightmare on Elm Street movie where Freddy has like a power glove type thing with his like claw. Like I can see Freddy Krueger like playing TF2 when that came out and just like reaching into the microphone like, I'm Freddy Krueger, and then he's like, welcome to the prime time, bitch, and then he like kicks someone from his server. And it's like, thanks, Freddy. So,
That's a good question.
That is a really good question.
Maybe the creature from the Black Lagoon. I don't know. I feel like the creature from the Black Lagoon have a lot of like super obscure consoles. Like he probably has like a Virtual Boy or something.
I don't watch a lot of like monster movies or anything, but like what monster, Ryan, do you think just absolutely rips it up in VR?
In VR?
Just a real console cowboy. Just going fucking buck wild.
A console cowboy. Yeah. I don't know, maybe like I don't know, Patrick Bateman.
Sure.
I don't know if he counts as a movie monster, but that's the first thing I thought of.
I don't know. Yeah, I could imagine him just like trying too hard to be like too nice playing games or something, but then someone pisses him off and he screams at them. That would be Patrick.
He's just constantly yelling.
I can see Patrick Bateman owning like a PS4, but like no other consoles. So
he's the guy with the loud, distorted, blown out fuck over the mic.
God,
his avatar is just like a picture of Huey Lewis. Like,
me too.
Lewis Lover 98 or something.
Oh man, Jason, I feel like would just play like PS1
Yeah, see, I don't know about Jason. I feel like he's too inherently
Yeah.
like destructive to play like video games, because with Freddy's like a very like smarmy kind of I'm Freddy Krueger, like let me drop this one liner as I like drop you through a television, like he would so be like the like snarky PC gamer who like just like laughs at you. And Patrick Bateman is like cutting and calculated enough to own like the most up to date consoles, but like
he built his own PC.
Jason's kind of like a wild card is the thing. You're because. Right. He's such like an inherently destructive force, and you don't really know anything about his personality aside from the fact that he like is just a killing machine.
Personally,
so
I think Jason is just a casual who plays phone games.
You know,
he just loves Candy Crush.
Here's what I think. He has an original Game Boy because those things can survive anything.
Oh yeah.
That's good. It's clever.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if y'all don't have any more input on this topic, I'll go ahead and move on to our next question.
I thought that was fun. Yeah,
that was fun.
No, it was.
These
it
are
was
good
funny.
questions.
Like,
I'm really enjoying these.
Yeah. Anonymous says, "Was there ever an anime game you actually liked?" I feel like we've gotten this question before, but the answer is yes for me. All-Star Battle, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah.
It's good shit.
The last time we got
John,
this question, I said Fury.
Yeah, that's true. John, do you have anything to add?
Melty
Blood. Yeah,
that's all I have to say. Melty.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've got one more. We've got one more question here in the Video Game Choo Choo Ask Box.
Oh Christ!
Before I round this off, I'll go ahead and remind our listeners that you can send questions to videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask or podcast@videogamechoochoo.com. Our final question of the week comes from Hugs McGee and says, "No judgment here, but have any of you ever thought a Pokemon was hot? You don't have to pop a boner when you see it or anything, just need to understand the desire to bang one. I never saw the appeal until Mega Swampert happened. That boy is thick."
Listen.
Thank you so much for listening to the Video Game Choo Choo podcast.
Hold on. I bred a lot of Lopunnies just so I can... a lot of like Veneeries to get a really good Lopunny.
John,
and I don't know
John,
why
please.
I like that Pokemon so much.
John, please end this podcast.
May I plug a few things before we end?
Choose your words carefully. That's all I'm going to say. Alright, what are you going to plug?
There is a new episode of Wrestling on Air out where that is titled Not Affiliated with Popeyes or Popeyes Fine Products. And it is a good app. You should go out and listen to it. Also, I've been listening to another podcast of a friend of mine, Jocelyn Moynihan. She started something called The Game Garden, which is her and a couple other collegiate friends. Ian Williams is there. Is it Ian Williams? I think it's Ian Williams, who is at Brocktoon on Twitter. And they have some really, really interesting discussions. The first episode, they got Ian's 7-year-old daughter on to talk about Stardew Valley. It's a really, really good podcast, and I think you guys should check it out.
That sounds good. Yeah. Okay.
While we're plugging stuff, I'd like to remind our listeners that I will be featured in the upcoming issue of Burger Boys Gone Wild.
Sure.
You can see me in that. Also on the podcast, three hole punch paper weekly. That's another one of my hot joints. So
Ryan,
just keep an eye out.
Ryan, why don't you actually plug your actual other podcast?
Yeah, your other thing.
You mean the actual
really
other
doing.
podcast that hasn't? Yeah, I have another podcast with my friend Ian called The Rumpus Room.
Ooh.
We're on Tumblr at rumpuscast.tumblr.com, but because of our wildly busy and different schedules, we only get an episode out like once every few weeks.
Sure.
So
it's better than we're doing on the wrestling one, so...
Yeah, we might actually be having a new podcast coming out called, I think we're calling it Smoops Bug.
All right.
It might be a rewatch podcast of all the Goosebumps TV episodes. But
that sounds good.
That is still very much in the air. Don't take my word for it because it might not happen. But I don't have anything else to plug.
Something to look forward
aside
to.
from aside from plugging in my phone into the wall because it's slowly running out of battery. So, yeah.
I don't have anything to plug because this is all I do.
Weren't you also on a podcast? I think you were.
I was on Ryan's podcast.
I thought you were on
Yeah.
an Evangelion one.
I was going to be, but then I couldn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, either way.
It's okay, John.
Whatever.
You do this, but you do it
You
well.
do. You do a
I appreciate
fantastic
it.
job, and we
Don't-
love you so much.
Yeah.
Don't you lie to me.
You do an incredible
lying.
job.
Don't you fucking lie to me.
Also, we have videos. We got some coming up.
We have videos coming up. Niall wrote a review of FIFA 17.
WWE
we're gonna have-
2K17 review is forthcoming.
Scott, I swear to God, let me talk. I'm going to kill
sorry.
you right where you stand. There's going to be a WWE 2K17 review from
Thank
Scott,
you.
like he just said before I threatened his life. But yeah, just keep checking up on the site. We're going to have new stuff coming soon.
Woohoo!
Mm-hmm.
But that will do it for this week, and we'll see you next
Yep.
week for another episode of the Video Game Choo Choo podcast. Good night.